Hey there, and welcome aboard. I'm Sophia, and if your flight history is anything like mine, 15 glorious years as a flight attendant, you know the difference between a comfortable long haul and what I affectionately call the 9 circles of economy. It's the kind of flight that makes you question your life choices before you even clear the clouds. Think about it. You've just booked that dream trip, 12, 14, maybe even 16 hours in the air. That's enough time to binge watch a whole season of your favorite show, write a decent novel, or slowly become one with your economy seat cushion. We've all been there, staring at the seat back in front of us, wondering, is it possible to arrive at your destination feeling like a human being and not a wrinkled, dehydrated zombie who's only been sustained by questionable airplane coffee? Can you actually get a decent hour of sleep? Or is it mandatory to spend the whole flight playing human Tetris with your limbs just to find a comfortable position? Is there a secret code to bypass the cramped space, the dry air, and the, shall we say, enthusiastic neighbors? The short answer, from someone who lives at 35,000 feet, is yes, but you won't find these tips in the glossy in-flight magazine. This isn't about the obvious stuff like bring a neck pillow. This is the insider knowledge, the tactical maneuvers, the little things that my crewmates and I do ourselves to make those grueling flights feel less like a marathon and more like a manageable journey. In this video, I'm giving you 14 must-know tips to survive a long flight in economy in 2025. We're talking about seat selection secrets that don't involve a miracle upgrade, packing hacks that keep you fresh for 14 hours, and health tips that will seriously beat the jet lag before you even land. I'm going to share some slightly embarrassing, fully true anecdotes from my years in the aisle that perfectly illustrate why these tips are non-negotiable. In this video, I'm giving you 14 must-know tips to survive a long flight in economy in 2025. We're talking about seat selection secrets that don't involve a miracle upgrade, packing hacks that keep you fresh for 14 hours, and health tips that will seriously beat the jet lag before you even land. I'm going to share some slightly embarrassing, fully true anecdotes from my years in the aisle that perfectly illustrate why these tips are non-negotiable. So if you've got a long flight coming up, or even if you just love travel tips, you're in the right place. I'm building this channel to give you the honest, unfiltered truth about flying from someone who sees it all. If you want to unlock more flight attendant secrets, or if you just want to hear the one about the passenger who tried to bring a whole ham on board, make sure you hit that subscribe button right now. And please use the comment section below. Seriously, I want to know what you struggle with the most on long flights. Your questions literally become my next video topics. Consider it your in-flight suggestion box. Ready to stop surviving and start actually enjoying your next long flight? Let's dive in. Tip 1, the strategic seat selection that beats the odds. This is where the battle is often won or lost. Forget the idea that the front of the plane is always best. On a very long flight, your priority shifts from speed to quality of life. The golden rule: the very back of the plane is often your friend. I know it sounds counterintuitive, it's loud, it's close to the lavatories, but hear me out. People hate sitting in the back. That means there is a significantly higher chance of an empty middle seat next to you. And an empty middle seat? That's basically a free upgrade to economy plus lie flat. My pro move: book a window and an aisle seat in a 3-seat row. If the flight is less than 90% full, the airline system will typically fill middle seats last. You and your travel buddy will likely get a whole row to yourselves. If a lovely person does show up for the middle seat, one of you graciously offers them the aisle, and the two of you take the window in the middle. You've earned their gratitude, and you still have an entire window section. No win-win situation is better than a flight that's nearly empty. An anecdote for resonance. I once had a 15-hour flight from Dallas to Sydney. I used this trick and ended up with a whole row. I was able to stretch out and sleep for a solid 7 hours. My colleague, who booked a prime seat right behind business class, spent the entire night being nudged by an elderly gentleman who had a very dramatic twitch. She arrived looking like she'd wrestled a crocodile. I arrived rested and ready for a double shift. Choose wisely, friends. Tip 2. The carry-on that becomes your personal space station. Your carry-on isn't just for luggage, it's your survival kit. You need 2 bags, a small personal item, backpack or tote, and your main carry-on. The key is separation. Pack a flight capsule in your small personal item that fits under the seat. This capsule contains absolutely everything you need from takeoff to touchdown. Your phone, noise-canceling headphones, eye mask, earplugs, charging cable, a small snack, and a bottle of water. This means you never have to open your main carry-on or stand up to access the overhead bin during the flight. Why this matters? When you're flying to Asia and everyone is trying to sleep, the last thing you want to do is wake up your row mates by awkwardly fumbling above their heads for a sweater. This small bag keeps you self-sufficient, quiet, and comfortable. Trust me, the other passengers and the crew will appreciate your efficiency. Tip 3. Don't just wear layers, master. Everyone says wear layers, but what does that actually mean on a long flight? The 3-layer system: base layer, a soft t-shirt or tank top, something breathable and light. Mid-layer, a nice, high-quality, oversized hoodie or zip-up jacket. This is your core temperature regulator. The hood is a bonus for blocking out light. Outer layer, blanket, a large, soft cashmere or wool shawl or scarf. This is the most versatile piece of gear. It's a blanket, it's a pillow, it's a sunshade, and it immediately makes you look 100% chicer than everyone else in tracksuits. The compression element: add a pair of compression socks to this outfit. They are not just for the elderly or medical purposes anymore. They are a necessity for anyone sitting still for more than 6 hours. They keep your circulation moving, prevent swelling, and significantly reduce the risk of deep vein thrombosis, DVT. Put them on before you board, and trust me, your ankles will thank you when you land. No more cankles. Tip 4. Hydration. It's not just about water, it's about electrolytes. Airplane air is drier than the Sahara Desert. Dehydration is the #1 cause of headaches, fatigue, and general misery on a long flight. The crew secret: we don't just drink water, we supplement. Bring a few packets of electrolyte powder or tablets, not the sugary sports drinks, in your flight capsule. Mix one into your water bottle, which you've filled after security, every 4 to 5 hours. This replaces the crucial salts and minerals you lose in the incredibly low cabin humidity. It's a game changer for avoiding that post-flight sluggishness. Alcohol and caffeine? I'm not going to tell you to be a saint. A glass of wine with dinner? Fine. But remember this: for every alcoholic beverage you have, you need to match it with 2 full glasses of water. Anything more, and you are actively working against your body. I've seen too many passengers get off a 12-hour flight looking like they haven't slept in a week because they thought the free wine was a good idea. Save the big celebration for the ground. Tip 5. The mini bathroom ritual. You can survive a long flight without a shower, but you can't survive without feeling fresh. The kit. Keep a small baggie of essential toiletries easily accessible: a travel toothbrush and toothpaste, face wipes or a mist, a small solid perfume, cologne, and hand lotion. The ritual. About halfway through your flight, especially after you wake up, take 10 minutes for a quick refresh. Go to the lavatory, brush your teeth, wash your face, and change your socks. Yes, a fresh pair of socks is a psychological reset. It sounds simple, but this little ritual breaks up the monotony of the flight and signals to your brain a new start. You'll feel 10 times more human. Sophia's confession. On a 16-hour flight from Doha to Auckland, I watched a passenger go into the lavatory with a full toiletry bag. She emerged 15 minutes later. I'm pretty sure she did a full spa treatment in there, including a face mask. When she sat down, she was smiling and seemed utterly content. She was an absolute genius. I adopted a scaled-down version of her genius immediately. Tip 6. Become a noise-canceling Jedi. The noise on a long flight, the engine hum, the cry of a baby, the chatter from the galley, is a form of low-grade torture. It inhibits sleep and increases fatigue. Your force field. A high-quality pair of noise-canceling over-ear headphones. This is one of the best investments a long-haul traveler can make. They don't just block noise, they create a cone of silence that is truly restorative. The combo move. If you're a light sleeper, use earplugs under your noise-canceling headphones. Turn on some pink noise or a simple instrumental track at a very low volume. This double-layer defense will make the plane sound like a quiet library. The sudden shift in ambient noise alone is enough to help your body relax and fall asleep. Tip 7. The entertainment change of pace. Strategy. 12 hours of screen time will make your brain feel like scrambled eggs. Variety is essential for mental survival. The schedule. Plan your time in chunks to prevent boredom and eye strain. First 2 hours, watch a movie or two. Use the excitement of takeoff and the first meal service. Middle 6 to 8 hours, sleep time. Turn off all screens. Listen to an audiobook or a relaxing podcast with your eyes closed. This is a much better bridge to sleep than a flickering screen. Final hours. Switch to a book, a magazine, or a simple crossword puzzle. Something tactile that doesn't involve a backlit screen. Crucial move. Download everything before you leave home. Relying on in-flight Wi-Fi for streaming is a road paved with disappointment and buffering circles. Tip 8. Eating. Opt out and bring your own sanctuary. Airplane food is designed for mass catering at altitude. It tends to be high in sodium, which contributes to dehydration and bloating. The savvy approach: pre-order a special meal, sometimes. Vegetarian, vegan, or gluten-free meals are often served before the main service, giving you an earlier window to eat and then get to sleep. This is a great time-saving hack. Bring your own snacks. Pack your favorites: nuts, protein bars, dried fruit, or even a nice sandwich from the airport deli. Having control over your food intake, knowing it's fresh, and knowing it's what you like makes a huge difference. The declined service move. Once you've eaten, tell the flight attendant, "I will be sleeping. Please do not wake me for the second meal service." A simple, polite request. We appreciate the heads up, and you won't be rudely awoken 2 hours before landing by the clatter of a meal cart. You can always ask for a snack later if you wake up hungry. Tip 9. The aisle versus window seat. Sleep formula. The age-old debate has a practical answer based on your goal. Goal: maximum sleep. Choose the window seat. You have a solid wall to lean against. Use your scarf shawl as padding, and nobody will climb over you to get to the lavatory. You control the window shade, which is crucial for sleep. You are the master of your small, dark corner. Goal: maximum movement. Choose the aisle seat. If you know you're going to be an active mover, getting up to stretch every hour, visiting the lavatory often, the aisle is your hero. You can get up without performing the economy crawl over your neighbors. The seat to avoid: the middle seat. We all know this, but I'm saying it with the authority of 15 years. If you can avoid it, do. If you can't, refer back to tip 6, put on your noise-canceling headphones and pretend you're a first-class passenger in a temporary upright pod. Tip 10, master the art of the mid-flight stretch and walk. Sitting still for hours is terrible for your body. Your movement is your anti-stagnation medicine. The rule of 60? Set an alarm on your phone for every 60 to 90 minutes. When it goes off, get up, even if you don't need the lavatory. The routine. Walk. Take a slow walk to the back of the plane. Stretch. Stand in the empty galley area, as long as we're not actively working or preparing for turbulence, and do some basic stretches. Roll your neck, touch your toes, do some simple lunges or calf raises. Hydrate. Ask a flight attendant for a refill on your water bottle. My personal plea: please do this. Not only is it good for your circulation, but it also clears your head and stops you from feeling so stiff. We don't mind you standing in the back for a few minutes. We actually encourage it. Just be mindful of the crew working and the other passengers who may be trying to sleep. Tip 11, the feet first approach to comfort. Your feet are the foundation of your long-haul survival. They swell, they get cold, and they are the first to complain. The rule: take off your hard street shoes and put on a pair of comfortable, thick, warm, and easy to slip on socks or slippers. I'm talking about the super cozy, non-slip kind. Why? Cabin pressure causes feet to swell. If you wear tight shoes for 14 hours, you'll struggle to get them on when you land. Putting on slippers or socks is the ultimate signal to your brain: we are now in comfort mode. A safety note: I advise against going barefoot. The floor of the lavatory, despite our best efforts, is not something you want to touch with bare feet. Slip-on shoes for the lavatory are a must. Keep it classy and keep it clean. Tip 12, the destination time. Mind hack. Start your mental and physical transition the moment you step on the plane, not when you land. The move. As soon as you sit down, change your watch or phone to the time zone of your destination. Immediately start thinking in that time. Is it 9 p.m. at your destination? Great, it's time to wind down. No movies, only sleep preparation. Is it 10 a.m.? Time to eat, stay awake, and keep the window shade up if you're a window seater. This simple trick immediately starts shifting your internal clock, making the inevitable jet lag much less brutal. The mental commitment is half the battle. Tip 13, your neck pillow is a lie, unless it's this kind. Most neck pillows are glorified, U-shaped marshmallows that do nothing but push your head forward. They are a lie. The Pro Pillow. Look for a neck pillow that has a flat back. This design prevents your head from being pushed forward into an uncomfortable chin-on-chest position. The best ones are either inflatable for packing or have a built-in scaffold support for your chin. The alternate hack. If you don't have a good neck pillow, use the airplane pillow for lumbar support behind your lower back, and use your rolled-up shawl or a nice thick jacket behind your neck. This two-part support system is often better than a poorly designed U-shaped pillow. Supporting your lower back is surprisingly crucial for long flight comfort. Tip 14, don't be afraid to ask politely. The flight attendants are there to help, but we are not mind readers. We also get tired on these long flights. Ask for what you need. May I please have a large cup of water for my bottle instead of a tiny plastic cup? Could you possibly keep an eye on my carry-on for a second while I use the lavatory? We're happy to do it. I'm feeling a bit warm cold. Are there any spare blankets? Sometimes there are extras. The key word is politely. We respond better to, "Excuse me, I know you're busy, but could I please have?" than to a curt demand. A little kindness goes a long way. I've been known to sneak a second pack of airplane biscuits to a passenger who was particularly charming and had a great attitude. It's the small perks of being friendly. We are human, and we are happy to help a passenger who is helping themselves to have a better flight. So there you have it, 14 battle-tested, flight attendant-approved secrets to not just survive, but conquer that long-haul economy flight. From the strategic seat to the electrolyte boost, these are the moves that will have you walking off the plane feeling refreshed and ready to start your adventure, not ready to collapse into the nearest airport sofa. Now, I'm genuinely curious. Which of these tips are you going to implement on your very next flight? Was it the window aisle seat trick, the flight capsule? Or are you a believer in the power of a fresh pair of socks halfway through? Let me know in the comments below. I read every single one, and I love hearing your travel hacks and experiences. And if you're looking for more authentic, unfiltered insight into the world of flying, the good, the bad, and the truly unbelievable, don't forget to like this video, share it with a friend who always complains about their long flights, and hit that subscribe button to join our growing community of savvy travelers. Safe travels, and I hope to see you in the skies soon.